say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2 yards on the pickup there. And then we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Now Young. It's reeled in by Baldwin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 1-yard line.
Set, ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Cassidy.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Cassidy. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young.
That one complete to Parker.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
Now 2nd and 5.
They go play action. Young. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. Young off the play fake. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here is Young. And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks him.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Looking to throw. Cassidy. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
1st and 10, Young. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. That time, good plays. Have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Parker. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. The play fake. Now Young. Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The Panthers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Young now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rushed decisions or another turnover.
He sets the fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Young to throw it. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Throwing on first down, Cassidy. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Dante Jackson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Young will set to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Ultra. Steal. Check, steal. Ready.
Young to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Oh, and that is incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cassidy. This pass caught by Hamler. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, Cassidy. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looks like they'll move things around here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! K.J. Hamler. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Young now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now here's Young. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
They'll throw again. Young. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 1st and 10, Cassidy. The short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A first down throw for Young. They'll air one out deep from Mingo. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On second down, Young again. Now he's free at the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Young on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Young. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. Now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting, and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw on second down. Cassidy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Cassidy. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, Parker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. It's Young off play action. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Touchdown! A big play there. 51 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Throwing on 1st down. Cassidy. And going right back to Hamler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by Myers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 29 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Strike. Check. Strike.
On play action, Young. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 1. It'll be Young again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
Now a first down throw for Young. It's reeled in by Baldwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Young quickly to the flat. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Well, you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Operating from the gun, Cassidy. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
8 yards. It's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down, Cassidy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Boomer Baker with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And Shark calls it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Young. Steps away to his left.
Young loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd down, Young. And it's caught. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Go.
Young working out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers.
Myers, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Panthers 34. Packers
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Young's throw there incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 in the first down. Off the play fake, Young. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Young off the play fake. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Let's go now.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Ready.
They go play action. Young. And he will find his man on the outside. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. Young to throw it. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Young here to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.